Are Johnson Acoustic Guitars good? Honest opinion and brand history. Instrument insight.
Johnson Acoustic Guitars from Johnson Musical Instruments in China are considered good value for money, with a reasonable reputation for build and sound quality.
Johnson Guitars brand history.
There are two companies making guitars with the Johnson brand. Johnson Guitars USA is based in Arizona and has been in business since 1986. Johnson Musical Instruments has manufacturing facilities in China and is not connected with Johnson Guitars USA in any way. They have been active since 1993.
Johnson Guitars USA makes their own designs of semi-acoustic and solid-body guitars which have a good reputation. They also make guitars in shapes similar to Fender and Gibson. The range is competitively priced for the market but cannot under any circumstances be described as budget.
Johnson Musical Instruments makes a range of budget guitars, acoustics and electrics, as well as resonators, folk instruments, and amps. Their instruments are made in China. They have distributors all over the US through the Music Link. Their market is definitely pointed towards beginners, new students, and anyone who needs a cheap guitar rather than risking damaging a more expensive or sentimentally valuable instrument.
What guitars did Robert Johnson play?
Despite many musicians' immediate thoughts, neither brand is associated with Robert Johnson, apart from sharing the same name. Robert Johnson is known to have liked the Kalamazoo KG 14 flat tops made by Gibson and was holding one in one of the few photographs of him which have been identified.
Are Johnson Acoustic Guitars good? Honest opinion.
Johnson Musical Instruments acoustic guitars are a budget brand, so they may not be the best on offer. However, they are suitable for beginners, who will be more concerned at the start with the playability of their new instrument rather than the sound or brand.
Johnson guitars are widely seen to be standard entry-level dreadnoughts. The advice seems to be to buy new rather than used, but as they are budget brands, they will be cheap enough anyway.
Potential buyers should ideally check them out in a guitar store before purchasing to see whether they are suitable for their needs. If you choose to buy a used model online, then you may need to be aware of potential issues.
These may not be flagged up by the seller, as the original instrument was cheap enough already, but they may catch out a beginner. If possible, potential buyers should be able to try the instrument before purchase, regardless of whether it is a new or used guitar.
What about other types of guitars from Johnson?
Apart from acoustic guitars, Johnson Musical Instruments also produce a range of electric guitars, resonators, folk instruments, and amps. These are widely available in the US through distributors. The company aims to serve the budget market with a range of instruments that appear to suit many players with a range of differing requirements.
Should I buy Johnson Acoustic Guitars?
You can buy Johnson Musical Instruments Chinese-made acoustic guitars if you're looking for a budget brand to use as a student or for composing or when traveling.
Where can I buy Johnson guitars?
There is a network of distributors around the United States. Second-hand models may be available on well-known resale sites, but when they are so cheap to buy from new, if you have a stockist nearby, you should perhaps talk to them before buying any guitar, new or second-hand.
Final thoughts on Johnson Acoustic Guitars.
Johnson Acoustic Guitars are a great option for players of all levels looking for affordable and reliable instruments. Many Johnson guitars offer excellent sound quality, durability, and playability, making them a popular choice among beginners and intermediate musicians.
While they may not have the same prestige as some high-end guitar brands, Johnson guitars can still provide a great playing experience at an accessible price point.
Ultimately, the quality of any given Johnson guitar will depend on its specific model and construction materials, so be sure to do proper research before making your final purchase decision.
If you liked the video, consider subscribing to this channel and follow us on social media.
Peace.